All right, so here he is, the inimitable former UFC champion, Jirí Procházka. And I say former, but never lost the belt in the octagon, 13 consecutive wins when injury intervened.
Jirí Procházka is an absolute savage. This is a guy that made his way into the UFC in a very short period of time, became the champion. He has tremendous power. He has an uncanny ability to find the shot that ends his opponent's night. He's scary. He is a true mixed martial artist, or martial artist, as I say, with the mind of a champion. And it's very exciting to see Jirí Procházka back in the octagon.
And I'm glad you bring up the championship mindset, because anyone who may be doubted as to whether or not he had the ticker, you got your answers in Singapore at UFC 275. Let's see how it goes for Procházka here tonight. Jirí Procházka. He has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. All right, so here he is, the emotionless, stoic Fedor Emelianenko, and fans have wondered aloud, would he come to the UFC? How would he fare once he got here? Those questions get answers tonight.
John, you said stoic, but when you watch Emelianenko walk to the octagon, all you're missing is like snow coming down and it getting real dark, and everybody's kind of walking with the big Russian hat, because he just is that unknown that we have all wanted to kind of get a beat on. But what we do know is that this guy can absolutely fight. He's got tremendous wrestling, grappling, and unbelievable knockout power. Look for Fedor to try to end the night of his opponent very early.
At one point, he was 31-1 in MMA. Fedor Emelianenko still regarded as the greatest heavyweight of all time. Fedor Emelianenko steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 round for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Jirí Procházka. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Fedor.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one. Round one. The last Emperor, Fedor Emelianenko. I get a little bit anxious when this man fights. A lot of us never thought this day would come. Fedor Emelianenko in the UFC, and he talked a lot about wrestling this week. Certainly he believes if this was a kickboxing match contested on the feet, he could win it and would, but he wants to get his wrestling game going. And when it comes to that Emelianenko, top pressure, not a man you want to be fighting off of your back against. Well, you can spot that wide base, that stance of Jirí Procházka from a mile away. His opponent didn't see that right hand coming.
Yeah, that right hand is tremendous from Jirí Procházka. But that right hand starts with that wide base, with his ability to draw your mistake, and then he always capitalizes on it.
Oh, a nice straight there by Procházka.
Fight behind a nice jab.
Pinpoint jab to the head on the counter for him. And again, he's the longer fighter. It's going to be easier for him to counter than his opponent. Procházka gets hit by that leg kick. You may want to start checking some of these. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Oh, beautiful job to snap his head back with that counter strike. So he's landed several of his patented counters here in this round, really doing an excellent job, not just with his offensive timing, but with his defensive skills as well.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Now some spacing as they exit the clinch. Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time. Well, you saw the tail of the tape. He has a reach advantage and made good use of it there with that punch. Just over 3 minutes to go, round one.
Oh, nice call left.
So again, trying to bait his opponent in here, looking to set up yet another counter. Yes, that's exactly what he's doing. He wants and needs his opponent to strike first. Not always easy being a counter striker. The crowd can get on you a little bit, but he has not deviated from the game plan here tonight. Procházka's now dealing with a cheek cut.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to go deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished in that.
Keep that pressure up for me now.
All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way he set it up that has really impressed me.
Yeah, it's very impressive to see him pop the jab, pop the right hand, just touch, 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 and then boom, sit.
Huge shot being landed on both sides. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Oh, hook to the head by Procházka. Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done, though.
All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to gap wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut. And it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes longer.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Procházka's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
Lands a nice jab there. Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. Oh.
Combinations here. Round two next. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Fedor Emelianenko gets crushed with that hook. Oh, heavy kick downstairs. Oh, he dove with the punch and he lands. Oh, big shots here.
Finish him. He let him step over to the crucifix.
Emelianenko's back to the side control now. Constantly a moving target. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt. Armbar set up here.
Nice setup on that armbar.
Oh, he's got that submission tight now.
Okay, he's got it. That's it.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Procházka's cut on his nose, manageable for a while, maybe not so much now. That thing is pouring blood. While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Emelianenko.
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight and try to catch his technique.
Oh, looks tight to me. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching forward, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Procházka. Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
Procházka's really bleeding heavily now. You got to think they might bring in the ringside physician to take a look at that cut between rounds. Under 2 minutes to go here in our second round.
Attack that cut for me. Let's go.
Nice entry there, and able to finish. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two.
Let's win the round.
Takedown defense is there. Some separation. Procházka's tough in the strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
You got him hurt. Go after that cut. Go after
Big
that.
kick.
Just like that, jab.
Just misses with the left hook. Fedor Emelianenko's eye starting to swell now. Oh! That is it!
Holy smokes!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 11 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the World, Fedor!
Well, DC, you know what it's like to be the UFC Heavyweight Champion. It's not the easiest belt to defend. Kind of made it look easy to him.
I mean, that's why the belt changes so fast. Things change so quick at heavyweight. But with this,